What's the weirdest game your mom forced you to play? When I was little, my mom used to make me play hide and seek every time my dad came home. But it wasn't a normal game. She told me that no matter what I heard, no matter who called my name, even if it sounded like her, I wasn't allowed to come out. I had to wait until she found me. If I got bored and left early, she'd get mad. And I learned that the hard way. I came out too soon once, and she didn't speak to me for 2 whole days. Back then, I thought it was just one of those weird family things. Mom and dad were still together, and we lived in this small house with creaky floors and peeling wallpaper. But then, on my 8th birthday, things shifted. That morning, my mom cried over breakfast. My dad just stared at me. Later, she pulled me aside and told me something I didn't understand. The man I called Dad wasn't my real dad. My real dad was a hero, a soldier who died fighting the bad guys. She said I'd be a hero too, someday. After that, the hide-and-seek games got way more intense. Usually, it was just the 2 of us. But a few days later, she told me he would be playing next time. She said, "You need to be really, really good at hiding, sweetheart, because if you lose, I might have to leave you behind." I didn't understand what that meant, but it scared me. So I started practicing. I held my breath for as long as I could. I learned how to fit inside the tiny cabinet behind the laundry. I got good. I didn't want to play anymore, but she promised that if I won, we'd leave, move to a big city, start over. I asked her why we had to wait, and she told me she needed time, money, just a little more. Then came the game. She kissed my forehead and said, "It starts now." But this time, she handed me a phone. "If I don't come find you," she said, "call 911. Don't come out until a police officer finds you. Not until then." I didn't get it, but I promised. I found the best hiding spot I'd ever found, wedged behind the water heater in the basement, so cramped and dusty no one would think to look. Hours passed. The heat and the dust made it hard to breathe. I started to panic, so I crawled out and tiptoed upstairs. I heard voices, quiet but sharp. When I peeked around the corner into the kitchen, I froze. My dad was there, and the table was covered in weapons, knives, guns, ammo. My mom was crying, begging him. "Please leave him alone," she said. "Take me instead." I whispered, "Mom?" She turned fast, screamed, "Run!" and threw herself between us. I bolted. I dove into the coat closet near the front door, slammed it shut, and squeezed myself behind the jackets. I heard them shouting. Then I heard a gunshot, then silence, footsteps, but I didn't move because I remembered the rules. I don't come out unless she finds me. At some point, I must have fallen asleep. When I woke up, the house was quiet, and the light through the cracks in the door was bright. Morning, I checked the phone. I'd been hiding for over 24 hours. She usually found me after 6. I waited 1 more hour. Nothing. So I did what she told me. I called 911. I told the lady everything, like I was just reading off instructions. She said help was on the way and I could come out now. "No," I said. "A police officer has to find me. That's the rule." She was quiet, then said, "Okay, can you see anyone nearby?" I peeked under the door and saw big black boots. "Yes," I said. "I see boots." She laughed a little. "Okay, hot or cold?" I blinked. "He's very hot." Seconds later, the door opened. A police officer was standing there. I was still holding the phone. They brought me to the station. I told them everything and asked, "Did I win?" One of the officers smiled and said, "Yeah, you won." So I asked when Mom and I would be moving to the city, like she promised. They didn't answer right away. Then one of them knelt down and said, "Your mom left with your dad. She won't be coming back." I didn't say anything, but they told me I'd still be moving, just like she promised, and that I'd be safe now.